How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Operator Mastery. This is on the latest season of Shadow Legacy. Now, I know it's not out yet as of when I'm recording this and as of when you're watching this most likely, but this should give you a head start into Sam Fisher and Zero, Sam Fisher, Zero, whatever you want to call them. So this series is basically a guide series where I go through everything about the operator, from the weapons, what weapon you should be using. Then we talk about the gadget and play styles and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, we have a playlist of about 30 or so of those. It's really the thing that kickstarted my channel. So if you do want to see more about operators and stuff, go ahead and check that out. It's definitely a good series for beginner type players or just players that don't know the specific operator that I'm talking about. So we're going to start off with the weapon. And first of all, guys, before you comment when is Shadow Legacy coming out, I have no idea. I'm going to guess September 16th. That would be my best guess, sometime in mid-September. I would be surprised if it came out any earlier. There's still some bugs that they got to fix on the test server. But anyways, let's get into Sam Fisher. And by now, you probably know a little bit about his gadget just by watching the reveal trailer and such. But we're going to go in depth here and just learn how the Argus launcher works. But first, I want to talk about the loadout. So he has the SC3000K, which is a new weapon. It's very similar to the AK. If you like the AK on Ace or Fuse, that will be very similar there. And you also have access to the MP7, which is Bandit's weapon as well. So as for the SC3000, they kind of nerfed it in the test server. It went from 850 fire rate to 800. It also has 45 damage, which is still a solid stat line. And the MP7 is just the MP7, 32 damage, 900 fire rate. This is one of those operators that you could go either way, whatever you want to do. Personally, I'm going to be going with the AR, and I think a lot of people are, and that's because it has the 2x sight on it. MP7 does have access to the 1.5 sight whenever you are playing as Zero. But the SC3000 in my books is the clear winner. You have access to the angled grip, and I found great success actually in pairing the 2x and a vertical grip actually. So if you want to try that out, if you're kind of struggling with accuracy, that is a great way to get past that. And other than that, flash hider or muzzle is the way to go. As for secondaries, you get the 5.7. You have no choice. You have an integrated suppressor there, and you have frags or claymore. So if you couldn't already tell, this operator is pretty strong. It's very frag heavy. And now we get into the launcher, the Argus launcher, and you'll see that this operator is really good overall. So as for the Argus launcher, so as of right now, he gets 4 of these little things, and there is a little special camera that can lodge themselves into breakable and reinforced surfaces and be able to see either side. So you can rotate from one side of the reinforcement to the other side. Now this is not limited to walls or anything actually. It can stick onto any platform. Now if it's not double-sided though, it's just going to stick to one side, and you're only going to be able to see that one side. Now I'm going to go more into depth once we get into a game or into our custom game where I show you guys the better play style or how you should actually play the operator, because this operator has 2 ways to go about it. You could either use it to try to destroy gadgets, which is, I don't know, I would play Twitch if I was trying to do something like this, or you could use it for intel, which obviously Siege is a very intel oriented game. So either way, I'm going to show you both ways to do it. I'm going to show you on the new Chalet, but before that, I'm going to show you guys a little example round. Now this round is not the best round ever. Like, I died, I don't even know if I got a kill. I don't think I even got a kill, but I want you to look at how I used the gadget. So instead of doing something like going to the garage wall on Chalet, right, and just shooting my Argus launcher in there and hoping to get a bandit or something, I instead went above and tried to play the intel game. Now the good thing about this is it's for intel, that's what my main use for it, but I can also destroy gadgets. You should know that this is not a replacement to Thatcher or Callie, and you shouldn't be playing the wall like you would if you were a Thatcher or Callie. You could still get the gadgets if you need to, like say Thatcher and Callie are both just out of the picture and you don't have that. You can go above or below or whatever and try to get bandits, but it's just not going to work most of the time because the sound is just so loud. So I think the best way to demonstrate this now is to go into Chalet, into our custom game. So I will see you guys in game in Chalet. So I think the proper way to start this off in game is to show the Argus launcher in action. So I want to show you guys what these arrows mean. You might see these 2 arrows. So as you know, this Argus launcher will stick to anything. So if I shoot it on this brick wall, or here, I'll just do it for example. I shoot it there versus here, you're going to see the difference. This one's inside, this one's outside. But the thing is, this one doesn't have the choice to go in or out. So if it's on a indestructible wall like that one, it can stick to it and it will act as a camera, but you can't actually flip sides, which is a big benefit with Zero. As you guys saw right there, when I broke the barricade, or when you break a barricade or break anything around it, but basically it's just for barricades. So if I shoot a barricade per se, after I stick it onto something, it'll just fall. It'll still be good, but it's just going to fall down to the floor, and it's like a 360 Maestro Cam now. So if you haven't already gotten the point, this is a very strong intel device, and it should be played as one. So going into playstyle now, the playstyle should be not hard breach support so much. It's a secondary gadget, I guess, for hard breach support. But this is no replacement to Kali or Thatcher. Don't think of it like that. Think of it more of like a Twitch drone. It's kind of rare that you could actually get your Twitch drone in there and destroy bandits as consistently as with a Thatcher or Kali, because the sound that this makes is very recognizable. It's very loud. While it's very powerful, you also only have one shot. You have one shot, one laser, and that's all you get. So you can only destroy one gadget or hit an opponent one time. I don't recommend actually shooting people with this, because what's more important is getting all these cams, no matter where. It doesn't have to be in a two-sided way like that. It could be in corners and stuff. You get them places where they could act as cameras. You have 4 cameras. That's how I like to look at it. You have 4 individual cameras that have lasers, which is, well, that's kind of cool. And it's just an added benefit at the end of the day. More than anything, you got to treat it kind of like Valkyrie. If you don't put one of your Valkyrie cams up, you're doing your team a disservice, obviously. So try to get all these cams up. If you're dying with 2 Argus launchers left, then you're definitely not helping out your team. Now, if you put these things in good spots, so for example, say they're upstairs, I could just go into the lobby, put one in the corner there, put one over here, put one over here, and I could put one on the hatch in the dining room, and then we will have 3 cams into sight. Likely that 1 or 2 of them get shot, but still, now we have eyes of main lobby, which is obviously important. If you want to know more about the new chalet, go ahead and check out the video on the new chalet. That was just a few days ago if you want to see it, map breakdown. With chalet, you know, fireplace is a pretty big deal. So I have a camera here now. It's kind of like having a black eye camera somewhere, like a Valkyrie camera somewhere up here, or even like a default cam for the defense, but you get it on attack. So you're going to be able to call out rotations. You're going to be able to ping rotations to your teammates. And just the added benefit of being able to potentially kill a bandit, bandit charge, or a mute jammer or something. That's obviously pretty cool, but that's not how you should mainly look at this. This is not a hard breach support. This is not a killing operator. Well, the operator can be, but this gadget is not a killing gadget. So don't try to actually shoot your laser ever. There's no reason to ever even shoot this laser, unless if it's very situational, as in say the opponent's 1 health, or late round, you're trying to distract someone, you're trying to get a gadget. Whatever your reason is, please play this operator like an intel operator, and do not play him like you would play a Thatcher or Kali. Going out here to the snowmobile, say this is the site, and trying to help your team get this wall open, it would be much better to go above, do something like this, than try to stick your launcher right here, because the likelihood of it getting shot right when you deploy it is very, very high. It's likely here as well. Putting it here, you're just asking for it to get shot. If there's a bandit on this wall, he'll just look up and go boop, and there you go, you lost the wall. So don't treat this operator like a hard breach support. Treat it like intel. I got nothing else to say to you guys though, and let me know what you guys think about the new operator, Zero or Sam Fisher. Also, is it okay if I call him Zero or Sam Fisher? I don't know. Some people get really salty if you don't call him Sam Fisher. I don't know what the deal is. I understand that he was in the Splinter Cell games, obviously, but at the end of the day, it's just his code name is Zero, so I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna call him though. Like, say you see him in a cam, are you gonna say there's a Zero in Hookah or whatever, or are you gonna say there's a Sam in Hookah? I just don't, like, I don't know. No, I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. I hope you have a fantastic day. Hopefully this helped you learn how Zero works if you've never seen him. If you guys have anything that I did not mention, please comment it down below, and that should help out a lot of players as well. We're all just trying to help each other out at the end of the day, and hopefully this community can do that for you. If you are new to it, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Peace out.